Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sammy here with another video. In today's video, we are kicking off a brand new mini series on my channel, all about memory planning, memory keeping, all of that stuff. The inspiration behind this is really just to help those that are new to memory planning or want to start a memory planner, or if you're a veteran memory planner, just kind of getting some new ideas, thoughts, things like that. And so hopefully, no matter where you are with memory planning, if you don't know what it is or you do know what it is, this kind of gives you some sort of inspiration to try it out or just try some of these ideas. And so what this series is going to contain is me flipping through my old memory planners. I've been memory planning for about 3 years now, 3.5 years. And I thought it would be so much fun to flip through my old memory planners and share with you how my memory planning has evolved from year to year. I thought of this series actually when I was reviewing the new Erin Condren monthly planner, because that's where I started memory planning. That is this memory planner right here. It's a monthly planner from 2019, and so that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. And so let's just get into this. Enough rambling. So this is the Erin Condren monthly planner. I want to note that this planner has changed somewhat since 2019. I've done a whole review on the new Erin Condren monthly planner. So if you want to check that out, check that video out. I will make sure to link that in the cards so you can have access to that, or you can just look it up on my channel. But just so you know, there are some differences. Also, I did just get the platinum coil. Like always, if you want like the rose gold or the gold coil, that is an upcharge. But since I was so hesitant a little bit about this when I first started out, I just was like, hey, I'm just gonna spend the bare minimum and figure out memory planning. Another thing about this planner is my cover. This is probably my favorite part. I got this cover at the end of 2019. It's just one of Erin Condren's customizable photo covers. And what I did is I just uploaded my most favorite pictures from 2019 onto the cover, and then I wrote the year, and then my motto for the year was collect moments, not things, because this is my first year in my memory planning, and just really honing in to enjoying the moments of my life rather than the things in my life. That was a really big part of that year, and so I wanted to encompass that. The back of this cover is just turquoise blue. I think you can change the color of what the back looks like. I don't know if you could add more pictures. I haven't looked at this cover on the website in a while, so play with it, see what the options are, but it is like their collage box cover that they have on their website. So let's go ahead and start flipping through this planner. So like I said, 2019 memory planner. I just took some sticker paper and covered this up. It says monthly planner, and then the theme for that year was woven wonders, and so I decorated it with some woven wonder Erin Condren washi tape. Back then it was called paper tape, but yeah. And then my name is actually just on sticker paper as well. This planner just makes me laugh. I was very new to planning still, like this type of planning and being super crafty, and so I did what I could. I typed my name in a Google Doc and then found a font I liked, printed it on sticker paper, and then cut it out, and that's my name. And I just love it. Okay. This page, that's that traditional 12 box page that you're going to see in every Erin Condren planner in some capacity. Whatever this quote about goals was up here, I covered it with sticker paper and then just wrote collect moments, not things. And I use this spread as a monthly, basically I was collecting my moments, not my things type of page. So every month I wrote something that stuck out to me for that month. And I love the variety of things that are here because a lot of them are very simple. Some of them are a little bit bigger, like going to concerts or Disneyland or things like that. But some of them are like enjoying my last month working at the elementary school that I was at, or getting a 3.7 GPA in college with 18 credit hours, like things like that. And so it really helped me appreciate the collect moments and that theme that I had going on that year. And I just love looking back at this page and seeing all of the awesome things that I either accomplished or did in 2019. Okay, so here is the first monthly dashboard. You have the quote for January, and then this page is actually a lined page that I thought I would get crafty with as a currently page. So I have like all the currently things that I'm like doing. I have reading, planning, watching, trying, loving, celebrating, improving, and excited for. I wanted to like get some highlights for the month. The month in one word, memorable quotes, and then some of my favorite memories of the month. This page evolves a lot. It is the page that probably evolves the most this first year of memory keeping, and I'm glad it does, because now that I look at this, like this is a lined page that I covered with a giant sheet of sticker paper of this template I made on a Google Doc. And I thought it was super cool at the time, but it's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. But there we go. Okay, and here is my first month of memory keeping. And guys, I just love flipping through this thing. This is probably one of my most favorite planners I've ever done. Some things about this planner, or this spread. These sticker strips that you're gonna see in all of my different spreads. When I ordered the planner, I ordered a bunch of different sticker strips from Erin Condren's website. They're just these sticker sheets that you can get of the different patterns. And so I picked out 12 that I really liked, and I just stuck that there. And then my pictures are all from my Polaroid zip printer. I actually got this printer the same time I got this planner because I was going to use both of them together, and I've had this since 2019, and so it's still running strong. It's how I print all my pictures, for my memory planner, and I just love it. And so what does this spread really consist of? It consists of fun like decorative stickers, like this was New Year's. I would journal just random things that I was doing. I love to keep like my fortune cookie fortunes. I wrote my word of the year in January, and then some pictures. Some things about the Polaroid zip that I learned is that, so these two pictures are on one sheet of paper and then you cut it in half. And then I learned that you could like get 4 pictures on a sheet. And so then I would just print out smaller pictures, and I got more pictures per piece of paper. So it made my printer paper last a little bit longer. Days that I didn't really have anything to journal or anything really happened, I would just put like fun little stickers down, and it just makes for a very cute, fun, happy spread. One thing before we move on to February, like we all know, if you are familiar with the monthly Erin Condren planner, is instead of weekly pages in between the months, you just get lined pages. At this point of memory keeping, I really didn't know how to use those pages, and so I just tore them out. And so that's why when we flip the page, we just jump straight to February. Once again, we have the super cringy sticker sheet currently page, and then we have February. Okay, and I just kind of followed the same setup that I did in January. This is actually the only monthly spread in this planner that does not have any pictures that I took, and I just kind of think that's interesting. But I try to get more creative with using different colorative pens, doodling, some funny lettering, things like that, just to kind of make it more colorful and happy. But once again, kind of just followed that same strategy of putting stickers on days that things really didn't happen, journaling, things like that. Okay, March is kind of when I was like, okay, I'm done printing out these dumb sticker sheets and putting them over this line page, and I could just do the same thing like this. And so I simplified this a lot too. I just kept some of the currently things that I thought were important, and then I kept the month in one word. I really liked that. But then the rest of it, I got rid of it because I really wasn't doing it anyway. Here is March. March was a fun month. It was actually a crazy month. I do remember our furnace went out at the beginning of the month, and if anyone is familiar with like Utah weather, it's kind of weird in months like March because you're not in winter anymore, but you're not yet in spring, and so some days are super warm and you get excited because you think spring is coming, and then the next day it snows and it feels like you're in the middle of the Arctic tundra again, like December weather. And that's how this week was. It was freezing and our furnace went out, so we had to get that fixed. And then at the end of the week, our sewer main got backed up because in our house we had 2 trees in our front yard when we moved in, and the roots had grown into the main pipes, which caused a blockage, which made everything get backed up, and it came up into our house in our basement, and it was disgusting. We ended up having to call a plumber to get all the piping fixed, and then we had to cut down our trees so the roots would die, and it was a big thing, but it was crazy. But just some things that I liked about March is I didn't really write about every day. Like, since March was so crazy, I just wrote such a blur across 3 days, or I would find a long sticker to go across and cover up time that I really couldn't remember. I would write so stressed really big because that's how I was feeling that week, because at the end of the week I had the opportunity to present at the National Undergraduate Literature Conference with some of my friends. We talked about how as teachers we can create balanced bookshelves in our classroom, which that term really just means we can have diverse books, picture books, chapter books, novels, whatever, in our classroom, so that way all of our students can be heard and seen. And so that's kind of what we presented on, but it was super stressful because I had never presented at a conference before, let alone like a collegiate level type conference, but it was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, moving on to April, I'm kind of finding my groove with this currently page, finding some fun stickers to put with it, and keeping up with all of that fun stuff. Okay, and here is April spread. It's a little bit more fun. We have some pictures, and this month I was accepted into the teaching program at Weber State. I also would collect ticket stubs to movies that my husband and I went to, and so it was just a lot of fun. I loved it. Okay, here is May, and I think May is when I really found my groove with this planner, and you'll see why. But here's my currently page. I really think that's super cute how I set that up. And then here's the monthly spread. I had a lot of fun with the colored markers, and all of these markers that I'm using are the Erin Condren dual tip markers. So that thicker side is like the actual marker side, and then the thinner tip, that's the thinner tip of the marker. But May was a fun month as well. I ended working at a fun elementary school. I got my associate's degree in the mail. My brother graduated from high school. Not so fun. My puppy at the time, he is now an old dog man, but he decided to chew a hole through our wall. Guys, Labradors, they're crazy. I always tell my husband that our dog is like Marley 2.0, like Marley and me. They have the exact same personality. But that was crazy. We went and saw the live action Aladdin. So just a lot of fun and different things. So this is the first month I decided to use these lined pages and not rip them out. And I really like how I set this up. So this page I used for my brother's graduation. I just kept his senior picture, his little graduation card that came with his invite, and then a little blurb about how proud I am of him for graduating. And then I have these behind the scene pages. And these are just all the pictures that did not fit on my monthly spread, but I still wanted to keep them. And they're super random. I mean, like a picture of my dog, my cat, me being weird, and then like me and my sister. These pages right here are from the elementary school I worked at. I was a attendance aide, so I helped students that struggled getting to school and just needed a little bit of push with academic success. I helped them. And so we were the Bulldogs. And so here is the bulldog that I drew for my bulletin board. This is a card from the secretary that I worked with, my ID badge, and then my motto was be an attendance hero. So here, every day, ready on time. That was our theme. So that was super fun. And then we have June. Okay, once again, just following that same group of pictures, journaling, stickers. It was my 22nd birthday that June. And so we documented that. But it was just a lot of fun. On my blog, I used to have a blog. I want to get back with it, but at the time I did these like paint with me's, and so I would show people how to do simple paintings with watercolor on my blog, and I thought these ones turned out super cute, so I kept them in my planner. My brother-in-law got married in June, and so I kept all of their little cards from their invites. And then these are some pictures from the wedding day, which was super fun. And all of these are just the Erin Condren coil clips. You just snap those in. They just come in a bag like this with some like adhesive here, and then you pop that off. And then you're able to stick whatever you want in your planner, and it's amazing. So here's my birthday this year. I was actually sick this year. I had a cold, and it was weird. I was sick in the middle of summer, but my husband made up for it. We still had some fun, and then these are just some of the gifts that I got from my family. Went to a baseball game, and then here is that behind the scenes page of just pictures. Okay, July was a fun month. I love July. Here is the monthly spread. I did a lot of fun things. We went to a Hugh Jackman concert. My grandpa got remarried. We went to a movie. Got ice cream. Like, it was just a super fun month. And so here is pictures from the Hugh Jackman concert. I went with my sister and my mom, so we talked about that. Here's my ticket. I printed it out because I am a nerd to put it in my planner because my ticket was on my phone. So I printed out the piece of paper. I know, it's weird. And then here are some pictures from the concert, some songs that he sang, and just all of that. It was awesome. Here's my behind the scenes. I'm getting a little bit more crafty with some fun lettering stickers, but everything that happened, a lot of fun things happened in July, so I did add some extra pages with those coil clips. Here are some pictures of my family. This was at my grandpa's wedding, and I just wrote about that and why I love my family so much. And then here's just some more like behind the scenes type of pictures. And then some journaling, and then August, super fun. I'm like getting more and more crafty, I felt like, and like found myself with this planner as it progresses. And so like we had National Planner Day. My husband and I actually decided to go on a fun vacation before school started up again, and so we drove to California to go to Disneyland. And so I marked the days we were in Disney, and then we participated in the Salt Lake City walk to end epilepsy, because I do have epilepsy, and so that was a lot of fun. And then really I just got ready and started school again, and so we'll get to see all that. But here are the pages from Disneyland. I have one page of pictures from Disney. This was like right after Star Wars Galaxy Edge was open, and so all of this stuff was just so much fun to see. And then I kept some of our maps, and then this is California Adventure Park, which was probably our favorite part of the park. I really, really love that. Okay, here are those pictures from the epilepsy walk. We all tie-dyed purple shirts together, which was fun, and then wore them. And then here's just some fun pictures starting school. Here's me and my friend Ellie. And then I was part of FEA, which is Future Educators Association in college. And so we had to have a booth at our college block party, and we actually won for Best Student Clubs and Organizations booth. I put all of these decorations together, and it was awesome. I am super competitive when it comes to things like that, so I went all out because we were going to win, and we did. And here is September. Super fun. There's my husband being a dork. I like the spread because both my brother and my sister are born in September, and so instead of like pictures of them in 2019, I found these fun pictures of us as kids. So here is my brother when we were little, and then my little sister. So much fun. And then this is really just me documenting college life and whatnot. I got super busy in college, so I didn't take as many pictures, but we do have a lot of journaling. And then here's some behind the scenes of September. This is awesome. I took a Shakespeare class this semester, and my friend and I, we got super into like Shakespeare conspiracy theories, and we talked about them a little bit in our class. And one day my friend told our professor that she didn't believe in Shakespeare, and his response was, "That's okay, because Shakespeare believes in you." And I thought it was hilarious. So I made this sign. I gave my professor a copy because I'm like, you need to have this in your classroom because it's amazing. And he loved it. I kept a copy, but it's hilarious. And now that I'm thinking about it, because I forgot I did this, I want to make a copy of this again and put it in my own classroom, because now I teach Shakespeare as an English teacher. Okay, and then here's some journaling about school. October, super fun month. Actually started out sad. My childhood dog, Max, he passed away this month, or that month. And then I actually started seeing a doctor because my husband and I had been trying to get pregnant for about 2 years at that point, and nothing was happening. I was having weird cycles and whatnot, and so I went to the doctor. They did some testing. I had an ultrasound done, and then a week later I found out that I was diagnosed with PCOS, and that was just a lot of emotion. And so there was that. But yeah, here is October, and here's some of the behind the scenes of that. My sister and I had girls' night, and I actually let her decorate the spread. I remember that. She picked out all the stickers and put them down, and then I later journaled and put down the pictures. And then here's November. November was a rough month, but it turned out okay. But it was at the time it was just super rough. But some more journaling. It was kind of crazy. I started taking all of these different hormones for my PCOS, and it sucked because my doctor's goal was just to get me to have a normal cycle, and that was like not possible. Like, that's what it felt like. And so it was really hard. I went to a women's conference with my mom, and then my husband and I drove down to St. George at the end of November to go see Elf the musical in St. George. So here are some more behind the scenes. I did keep the actual programs from the things that I went to in November. If I were to do this again, I would say just to rip out the cover of the program, unless there's something like special that you want to keep in the actual program. That's just my 2 cents. Or just throw it away. It's whatever you want to do. Here's some more behind the scenes for Thanksgiving this year. I made the notorious Friends trifle with the sauteed onions and peas and beef. And I actually made it with coconut and chocolate and kiwi, and then I just made the regular trifle. And so it was just super funny because it looks so realistic, but that was a lot of fun. And this spread is awesome. So this actually came out of my planner, my life planner. And this week, my husband decorated my planner. And so I gave him some sticker books, and he just went to town. And when he was done, I filled it out. And I really like how it turned out. It's super cute and crazy. I would never do something like this, but he was cute and had a little scavenger hunt and says, "Can you find all the hearts?" And so he drew these hearts all over the planner. So it was cute. Then December, here is the last month of this planner. It got a little less stressful in December just because school was ending. Things were getting a little bit better. We celebrated our 3rd wedding anniversary. I finished the semester, and it just felt good to be done. Behind the scenes pictures. I was on the honor roll, another program for a Christmas thing we went to. And then just some more pictures. Here is Christmas and Christmas Eve. And then that's the end of the planner. This whole section, I got extra notes pages in my monthly planner. And I decided for each week, I did this weekly, I had a different prompt. And I would answer the prompt or just do whatever the prompt said. And so I have all these fun like journaling pages in the back. I'm not going to flip through these for time's sake, and just because some of the stuff I wrote down is a little bit personal. But that's what I did there. And then I did write a note to myself in the back of this planner. These stickers were from the Happy Planner, and I just took them around and then wrote myself a note. And then I did some journaling in here. And then there is a funny picture of my husband. And then I had some like leftover pages in the back. This pocket I used for cards and just things that I received that year. Since I worked at an elementary school, I got a lot of cute little letters from people. Could you be any more old? That's from my sister for my birthday. She's hilarious. So I have that, and then once again, more cards and pictures from all the students that I worked with that year. And this is the one thing I like about elementary. I don't teach elementary school now. I am a junior high English teacher, but I do love that on the elementary level, they just draw you pictures and write you notes and tell you how much they love you. And then they don't do that in junior high. But that is this planner in its entirety. This is the flip through of it. Hopefully this gave you guys some ideas of what you could do in your memory planner. If you are interested in memory planning, or if you feel stuck in your current memory planner, my biggest tip or piece of advice for when you start out memory planning is to start out small. I really feel like the Erin Condren monthly planner is a great place to start with memory keeping, because you're really only focused on that monthly aspect of things. You're not focused on memory keeping every week. We will go into that more in our next video on this series, because in 2020 I decided, hey, I really like memory keeping. I'm gonna do this on a weekly basis, and so that's what the next video will be on, is my 2020 planner, and we'll look more at a weekly scale of things. But if you are just getting started, or if you just kind of need to find your groove with things, definitely jump into a monthly planner. It's simple, only have to use it for the month. The line pages, you can use them like I use them. You could just journal in them if you wanted to, or you could just rip them out. That's what I did for like 4 months of the year, and I feel like it's fine. So anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and also let me know if you are a memory planner. What memory planner do you use, or just what's one memory planning tip that you can share with those that are kind of trying to find their groove with memory planning in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you are wanting to have more planning content, and check out what I have in store for this channel and all those fun things. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.